Hello guys, right here. Welcome back to another video. And I'm sorry I haven't been uploading a lot, like quite the past week, basically. And the reason why is because I just been really freaking busy with school and like a lot of things personally, and like things has been kind of a bit too much to the point where I'm just sitting there like, damn, I need to make this video, but I don't know anymore. Like, and the thing is, I just got Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and I fucking aced that game. Like, no bullshit. Because the game's been out since Tuesday, and I think I got it the very hour it released. I played like a few. I played it. I was gonna make a first impressions video, but I was gonna make a first impressions video, but I was just way too obsessed to play the game and just get it done, man. Like I just love the game so much. It was like so far, it's easily one of my favorite games of 2016. Easily in my top five, and I'm thinking my top three. It's a damn good game. I really loved it. And surprisingly, like it had some character development and stuff. Now once I really do complete the game, I plan on doing a review of it because there's like things I like to compare it with Xenoverse One and stuff in the review. And motherfucker, Lil G, hey, you better calm down, you little shit. But again, amazing game. I highly recommend it for Dragon Ball fans, and it's really it just blows my mind here and there. And I really like the stuff it introduced. It's a very good game. Go out and buy it. It's definitely worth the $60 purchase. But again, I am gonna be making a review of it because even though I love the game so damn much, it's addicting. It's not perfect. And I did say about like what the anime crossover I'm doing with Parasite, Tokyo Ghoul, and that one series. I'm gonna reveal it because I was gonna make an announcement opening, but I couldn't find like the right song to use it because I wasn't gonna use "Let Me Hear Again," kind of like how I did it with Interdimensional. So and so I was just like, kind of like, fuck it, let's just go ahead and do the actual opening. And like the first official opening. And that other anime that I'm gonna be crossing over with Parasite and Tokyo Ghoul is Dead Man Wonderland. And I do plan on that because it does make sense to a degree. And in the very first arc, like I plan on like at the first arc just to be focused on like Tokyo Ghoul and Parasite first. Then like they're all, but the thing kind of like how I am doing with Interdimensional right now, like where I'm gonna be introducing High School DxD, the next main arc. So, but the thing is, during like the first main arc, it's still getting some of the a few of the characters are gonna make a cameo or are gonna make a cameo or two and everything. I did just get started with episode one, and I like the first 40 seconds of it, and like just last night, and I actually cannot wait to do it because I do plan on releasing it by Halloween or at least around there. I don't care how much time after. And Interdimensional episode 6, I really need to catch up on that shit. I really need to work my ass off it this weekend because I just been wanting to upload another fucking video, and I do plan on, and the two videos I'm going to be trying to make tonight is not only this, but it will also be a top 10 or top 10 type list on my favorite Resident Evil games, since this is a hall since like around here it's around Halloween time, so why not? Because Resident Evil is my shit. I haven't made a Resident Evil video in a long time. I actually cannot wait for Resident Evil 7. It's the game. It's gonna be amazing. I've seen other demo of it. Very, very, very well done. I actually cannot wait for it. And I do hope it does have some sort of resemblance or have like some certain characters come back in that game. Plus, the new Resident Evil movie. Now, I know a lot of people that don't. A lot of people that a lot of people that know the Resident Evil movies a lot like it's been gave so much shit and it's not even funny. But to me, I actually really like the movies. Hell, I actually loved like a few of the movies, and one of them was the first one. Then there was the second one, and I think the other one I really loved was the third one. Like I loved the first three movies. They were amazing. Four was pretty good. And what I mean, to be honest, it's my least favorite because it just had like a random ass plot thing going. Like it felt, if it would have been better if it was like a TV show. If with with Resident Evil 4 Afterlife story. Just saying, because it really just didn't have a story going for it. Then there was Resident Evil 5 Retribution. Again, I really like that one because they brought in Ada, they brought in Leon, they brought in Barry, and it's gonna be amazing. I really cannot wait. And again, I cannot wait for the last movie. I've seen the trailer. It's badass. It's amazing. They're going back to Raccoon City. They're going back to the Hive. It's gonna be amazing. Like anyone that's been, and surprisingly, the movies have been surprisingly good. Like doing well at the box office somehow. Because why would they keep on going if it wasn't all that good? If it wasn't like when a movie series continues, it's doing pretty damn well in the box office, and you know that for damn sure. And to be honest, I don't think I would have gotten into the Resident Evil games if it weren't for, or even Resident Evil in general, if it weren't for the movies, because that's what really got me into Resident Evil in the first place, and I actually really enjoyed the movies. Now I played the games. Just saying, guys, because I just love Resident Evil. It's my favorite franchise of all time. Like gaming franchises of all time, and not only that, but one of my all-time favorite franchises. Like I just love Resident Evil to no end. But anyway, and that series with Dead Man Wonderland, Tokyo Ghoul, and Parasite, that series is gonna be called City of Hell. Yeah, that's literally the name of it, City of Hell. Which, if you combine Parasite with Tokyo Ghoul, you know it's gonna be hell. And you thought that people had it with ghouls or just parasites, just one of them. But with them combined, oh shit, it's Houston, we got a problem here. But anyway, guys, now I'm getting to this video because I've been slacking on videos. But we're gonna be watching Mr. Nightmare's a top 10 top 10 or 10 really creepy true stories. It's by Mr. Nightmare. Now I'm pretty nervous about this because he's probably gonna I heard he doesn't really like reaction videos. I mean, that's kind of why Blasphemous HD doesn't really have like all of his reaction videos of Mr. Nightmare on his channel anymore. So, or at least a lot of them recently, because of Mr. Nightmare, but he's a really cool dude. Like I'm now it's only gonna be like a one-time thing, because I'm pretty nervous about him coming to my channel and just taking down my video or some shit, really, because he doesn't like reaction videos. So if that was the case, then this is only gonna be my first and last time reacting to his videos, because I just really do like his videos, and I don't want to just get mad at me because I'm just reacting to the damn thing. So, whatever, really. But he makes really good content. Go subscribe to him, and let's get started, people. In 3, 2, 1, go. I'm sorry I was like rushing because of the whole 10 minute thing bullshit, but let's get going, guys. I'm just trying to get all that shit over with. Okay. Let's get started, everybody.
I moved to my dad's when I was 10, and I didn't know anyone in the area, except for the family my dad was friends with, a single mom with 3 kids. Luckily, there was a girl
Oh shit,
a
sorry.
couple of years older than me. She was 12 at the time I met her, and we got to know each other a little over a couple of years. We weren't close, but we ended up having the same friends. One night my friend Rob was hanging out with her and her younger brother. They happened to be in the house alone because my friend's mom was at work. Her mother has been helping this one lady through her work and got to know her fairly well. She found out her sister was in a mental institution and was let out recently. The night Rob is hanging out with my friend, they get a knock on the door. My friend thought it was just their mom, since she knocks a certain way when coming in, and he answered it without thinking. Rob wasn't supposed to be there, and he took off through the window to his house down the road. He never thought twice about it. It wasn't her mom. It was the sister of the lady her mom was helping, and she figured out through talking to her sister where her family lived and her mom's working schedule. She came in. This is where I don't know the details, and I'm glad I don't. My friend's younger brother got away to the neighbor's house to call the police. The lady brutally murdered my friend a week from Christmas, decapitated her, and left her body naked in a bathtub. She even hid her head. They had to look through the presents, and I don't know where they found it, but they did. I wasn't allowed to go to her funeral. It happened to my wife's grandmother about 15 years ago while we were still dating. Her husband had just passed away about a year previously, but she'd been going down to the library and volunteering. It was exercise and socialization. This was in the winter, so her walk back was while it was getting dark. The library closed at 5 and there was some extra stuff to do before everyone actually left.
Bitch.
And on this particular night, she turned down a ride from another volunteer because she needed to stay in shape. The house is about a mile away through some lightly wooded area in South Texas, and as she's about halfway home, she notices someone behind her. He's walking the same direction and gaining on her, which in itself isn't all that particular. She's old and thus not particularly fast, but in this case he seems vaguely sinister. They keep walking. Pretty soon he's right behind her. Then he falls into pace, just staying behind her. Now she knows something's up. But she's almost home. She can see the top of her driveway coming up, and she leaves her lights on so it'll look like someone's home when she's walking in. She just...
What the fuck? Okay, this is really getting pissed off. I'm really getting pissed off right now. I was gonna originally pause after the first one about like shit boy. Glad he went out the window, but damn, like if someone was right behind me, dude, I would haul ass to no end, literally, right back to my house.
Needs to make it another 150 yards, then 100. All that time, she said he was so close that she could feel his breath on her neck. Around maybe 50 yards, it happens. A strong hand on her shoulder. Okay, bitch, don't turn around and hand over your purse or I'll cut you. She stops for a second, then takes one big step forward, turns, and shoots the guy in the neck with the .38 she keeps in her purse. The guy spent the next 5 years in a prison hospital before he died of complications. My wife's grandmother passed last year, but up to the end, she lamented that she pulled the trigger too soon.
Too soon? I call too soon bullshit. Too soon my ass. Perfect timing. Pulling that shit, whipping that damn gun out, shooting that motherfucker in the neck. Pulling the trigger too soon? Really? You're gonna... Someone threatens me and tells me to get everything out of my damn wallet or some shit. you can bet your ass I'm gonna end up holding a gun and most likely shoot him if he's threatening me. Like, really? Really, you gonna do my headphones like that? I swear, man. I gotta record like a freaking video of me playing with Lil G because he is hilarious. But still, too soon, my ass. I mean, you threaten me, you're going down, literally. But still, that was pretty good. Oh shit.
When I was young, I'd say 8 to 11-ish, my sister, whom is 7 years older, would babysit when my parents were out. At the time, she smoked a lot, and my parents made her smoke outside, of course. So I'd follow her outside, play around, annoy her and such. One day, my sister notices a car at the end of the driveway, just sitting in the road. It's a white SUV with a bike rack on top. It has the most tinted windows I've ever seen. You could not see inside from the side. It sat there until she went inside, then would drive to the end of the road and sit at the church parking lot and wait. Wait until she'd come out again for another smoke. And it would repeat this. Odd, but my sister is a brave lady and just kind of ignored it. That is, until the next day while my parents were out again and it showed up again. It would sit at the end of the driveway and just watch. I don't know what the driver was doing, but he was watching my sister. I know, because if I didn't go out, I'd watch from the front window and it would just...
Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, this is what I really love about true stories, is that about, like, you don't really know about, like, what type of stories these really are, and it just leaves, like, a pretty, really damn good impression at the end, like, damn. But if that was me, though, again, someone at my driveway, I would tell my parents immediately. People are doing this shit every day, and literally just literally tell them about it, and most likely we'll try to negotiate, because we don't want them to get in any fights or arguments about a lot of shit. Because trying to negotiate about something, but if it doesn't work out, pull out the guns or call the police. I mean, you can see the freaking license plate, write the shit down. You're good. They'll track that car down. Still, that's what I really love about true stories. That this type of shit, my God.
Sit there and watch my sister. She told my father, who was a sheriff deputy at the time, and he called the cops and made a complaint. They showed up, looked around, but the SUV was nowhere to be seen. Months went by and nothing. Then one day, a good 9 months after this had all started, and around 4 months since the last sighting, it was back. It became a regular occurrence. Another day, my sister was outside doing her nasty habit, and sure enough, here it comes. This time we were all alone as usual, and she decides she has had enough. She tells me to stay in the carport, and she's gonna go confront them. She starts walking toward the SUV, and halfway down the driveway, she would later remark to us, "I felt utter terror, like I knew if I went any further, I was dead. I was paralyzed by pure fear." She turned around and went inside. Finally, the family car was in the shop for some kind of issue, so we were all stuck home for the night. While my parents are home, my sister goes outside to smoke. I go outside with her, and eventually the SUV shows up. She tells me to run inside and tell my father, and I do. My dad promptly gets his gun and starts briskly walking down the driveway with it in hand, in the direction of the SUV, but not leveled towards it. The SUV floored it down the road and peeled out onto the nearby large highway. My dad, being a cop, noted the year and model and distinguishing features.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god. That made my day. That really made my day right there. Pulling out his gun, starts freaking shooting these motherfuckers. Is that what he said? Damn it, I forget way too fast. But still, that was awesome because that's legitimately what we would do if this shit kept happening. Oh my god. That is some awesome shit. Play the damn video.
The scariest thing, the license plate had been covered in duct tape. We never saw it again.
Well, at least it'll leave your ass alone.
I was just 4 or 5 years old and my parents had just separated. My mom was living in a 2-bedroom apartment. I had my own room, but I preferred to sleep in her bed whenever I was staying with her. Our 2 bedrooms were at the end of the hallway, directly across from each other. Our apartment was on the 1st floor, and I remember that it was in the middle of the summer, and my mom had a window open in her room, which was directly behind the bed above the headboard. Anyways, I woke up in the middle of the night and remember sitting up and seeing that our cat was sitting in the...
Oh my god. Oh no. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Why would you leave a freaking window open? Especially in the middle of the night. I mean, I can understand, like, during the summer, like, during the day. Because that's what we do all the damn time. Because, you know, it gets too damn hot. But it makes no damn sense. It's just, we always lock all of our shit literally at the end of the day. We lock all our windows, all of our doors, every single damn thing, because we know we come prepared for shit like this. Like, because this shit would actually most likely happen. And I swear to God, this almost happened to us. Because there was this one time where there was like these fingerprints on one of our windows, right? It was like the one where like from where I'm at upstairs, and then there's like the stairwell, and right when you go down there, there's a window on the left, literally after you reach the end of the stairs. It had like these fingerprints on them, and that really scared the shit out of me, because and it's most likely that someone's trying to get into the house, and so they just left. And plus, there's this one time where the screen window of our laundry room was open, but the window wasn't. So it was just found open. So again, someone was trying to get into our house, and thank God we locked all our. Thank God those are the windows we usually leave locked, because you know shit like that would happen. And it's and around here, like it's very rare to actually get robbed around here. At least from like where I'm at. I hope to God I didn't jinx that, because I don't want any of us to get hurt or any some shit happening, because I like a normal life without this kind of shit happening. Again, well, what this woman pulled, just sheer stupidity. Oh my god.
The door frame of my mom's room. I should note her door was open and you could partially see into my bedroom. This was strange because our cat was typically always in bed with us. As I was watching him, he walked into my bedroom and meowed. I turned to face my mom and woke her up. In the 3 or 4 seconds it took me to wake her up and ask me what was wrong, we both looked back up at the door frame, and there was a man standing by my open door, making his way out of the bedroom. I still don't know how she managed to do it so quickly, but my mother proceeded to pick me up and literally throw me out of the screen window. She quickly followed and we were able to start screaming for help, and someone called 911. The police came but didn't see any signs of forced entry, only that our front door was unlocked, which led them to believe that the man must have exited that way. The strange thing was that my mom swore up and down that she had locked the door that night with the deadbolt and chain lock. About a week later, she was cleaning the kitchen and opened up our water heater closet and found a notebook with names and drawings, as well as a pair of gloves and some gum wrappers. The police were called again, but all they could do was speculate that the man had been in our house and hid until we were asleep.
Damn!
One day while doing my laundry, one of the lights blew out in my basement.
Oh no!
My basement is set up so that the laundry room is split up from the other side of the basement with a wall and a door. In order to get upstairs, you have to exit the laundry room and go through the other part of the basement. So the light blew in the other part, not the laundry room. As it was the only light on that side, it was pretty dark. I finished the laundry I had to do while dreading the walk through the dark basement. I exit the laundry room, get halfway through the basement, and I hear a loud cackle. Imagine a sound people make when they imitate a witch. Take that and imagine the witch had been smoking for 50 years, making her voice deeper and hoarser.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That's what I heard, clear as day, right behind me.
Oh. Oh my God! Why do I use my damn headphones? That scared the shit out of me. Well, fuck me then. Son of a bitch.
I didn't hesitate to bolt for the stairs. I waited until my father got home and then changed the bulb. I have yet to hear that cackle since, and I have not told a single person in the house about it.
Why would you tell him?
This happened to a friend of mine. She told me about it about a year or so ago. We'll call her Minji. Minji is in her late 20s and works as an English tutor in South Korea. One evening, a few years ago, she was tutoring a high school boy. They were up studying pretty late and the buses stopped running. Being a long way from his house, the boy asked if he could crash on her floor overnight and get the first bus in the morning. Minji was very reluctant because inviting a teenage male student to stay the night didn't sound like a great idea, but he was begging her and eventually she relented. They went back into her one-room apartment and she got into the bed while he laid a blanket out on the floor and they both fell asleep. A few hours later, at maybe 2 a.m., the boy wakes Minji up. "I'm really hungry," he says. "Let's go get some food." Minji opens her eyes and looks up at him in disbelief. "Food? Now? It's 2 a.m. Go back to bed." But the student insists. "No, I'm so hungry. Let's eat something now." She tells him that there's some ramen in the kitchen and he could fix himself some. This doesn't satisfy him. He doesn't want ramen. "There's a 24-hour place just down the road. Let's go there." Eventually, after several minutes of persuasion, the boy gets Minji to come with him to the restaurant. They leave the apartment and head out. As soon as they're on the street, the boy turns to Minji and says, "I'm not hungry. I woke up in the middle of the night and looked under your bed. There's a man sleeping there." They call the police and discover that a homeless man had been living in Minji's apartment, sleeping under the bed for 2 months. The boy only saw him because he was lying on the floor, so he had a clear view under the bed.
Bruh. Yo, this kid is smart. I'm telling you, like, some of these stories, like, a lot of people will really pull, like, really, really good decisions. Oh my God. Unlike a lot of horror movies that does this shit.
I was driving a shortcut from 29 Palms, California to Albuquerque, New Mexico. 29 Palms is located in the desolate high desert east of LA. The shortcut was all 2-lane road through total nothingness, except for a passing through Amboy. Amboy is a nearly abandoned town nearly as far below sea level as Death Valley. So I was driving by myself in the afternoon and proceeded to drive up into the mountain range between Amboy and I-40. Once I reached the top, I'm driving north through a canyon with high grass on both sides of the road. Up ahead, I see some stuff in the middle of the road. As I approach, I slow down.
Oh, Jesus Christ, not to tell me that that wasn't the Jaws theme I started to hear. Oh my God. But by the way, guys, sorry about that little interruption. Again, 10-minute bullshit on Bandcamp, and I can't really afford the entire thing. So I'm just using the 10-minute shit, so. Yeah. Call me poor as fuck, but the way I'm living, I love it. Cause at least I really don't give a shit. I really like the way that I'm living right now. I mean, as long as I got good shit to work with to record my videos, which these are pretty decent that I use. It's all right. Just saying. But anyway, yeah.
To see a red Pontiac Fiero stopped sideways across both lanes. A suitcase open with clothes scattered everywhere and two bodies laying face down in the road. A man and a woman. I stop 100 feet or so away.
Wait a minute, it's a
and
quality?
The hair on the back of my neck is standing up.
It's in HD. He's probably using like a really low quality. He's probably using like a really low quality picture.
I reach under the seat and pull out a 9mm pistol and chamber around. Something seemed very wrong. It looked too perfect, as if it were staged. An ambush? Something was just wrong. As I scanned the road, I saw a line I could drive. Past the guy in the road on his left, swerve to the right of the woman, behind the Fiero, and I'd be on the other side. I dropped it into first gear, punched it down, and drove the line I planned. I passed the back of the Fiero without hitting it, or either of the bodies in the road. I continued forward a couple of 100 feet and slowed down, so I could breathe and let my heart slow down. As I looked up into the rear view mirror, I saw that the two bodies had gotten up to their knees, and 20 or so people emerged from the tall grass on either side of the road by the car and bodies. At that moment, my right foot smashed the gas pedal to the floor, and did not let up until I had to slow down for the I-40 East on-ramp. I will never know what would have happened to me had I gotten out of the car to check on the bodies, or stopped my car closer to them.
You would have gotten shot. Or most likely
Some friends
killed.
and I were doing some night fishing on the James River. We were sitting along the shoreline with a nice fire going, accompanied by the usual idle talk and a few beers, when suddenly, everyone just stopped talking, like a switch was flipped off. We were all staring across the river and felt as if something, or someone, was staring back. It was a very uneasy feeling, to which some of the group tried to shake off with typical macho humor, when a blood-curdling sound erupted from the other shore that froze everyone in their tracks. The sound was unlike any other that I had ever heard,
God.
and it made every hair on my body vibrate and tingle. The only way I could describe it is it sounded like a wild person with no language skills being gutted alive. No words, just this high-pitched, blood-curdling scream. Nobody moved or said a word. We all just sat there fixed in our stare, when just as suddenly, a second scream was let loose with even more force than the first. By this time, several of us were sprinting to our trucks that were parked a few yards away, retrieving various firearms. When we got back, we all sat there quietly, with our eyes fixed, staring toward the opposite shore, watching the light from our fire reflecting off the rocks. We sat there waiting for another scream, or something to move on the other side of the river. Finally, a third scream came just as suddenly, but this time, it was on our side of the river, coming from the bushes about a yard away.
Get out of there!
We all hightailed out of there, leaving most of our stuff behind. When we got to our trucks, we heard the scream one more time, just beyond the tree line. We all floored it the hell away from there, and never found out what was making the sounds. It was a Friday night, and my friend was picking me up in his car from my house. I was in a hurry since we were running late for the hockey game in the city. The whole car ride there, we were having such a good time that I hadn't even noticed that I didn't have my phone. I searched the car seat, the floor, but it wasn't in the car. I was sure that I had just forgotten it. During the hockey game, I couldn't stop worrying that maybe I had dropped my phone somewhere, so I borrowed my friend's phone and ran to the bathroom. I dialed my number and hoped someone at my house would pick up. It took 3 rings before somebody picked up, but they remained silent on the other end. I yelled into the phone that I was just checking if I had left my phone at home. They didn't answer. I assumed it was my little brother just messing with me, so I hung up. I got home late that night to see that my parents weren't home. I got inside my house and called them to see where they were. They told me that they had gone out to eat and see a concert at the park with my little brother. They said they left soon after I had for the game, and they should be home in around half an hour. So I hung up and proceeded to look for my cell phone. But then I realized, how could somebody in my family have picked up my phone if they hadn't been home? I felt a pain in my stomach as fear swept over. It was at that moment that I heard the back door to my house open and close. I immediately jolted out the front door to the neighbors and called the police. Apparently, the back door was left open and somebody had simply walked into our house. Nothing was stolen, but the scariest thing is the thought that we could have fallen asleep with a stranger in the house.
What the fuck?
A while back, there was a family that moved in next door to my
Bruh.
family. They had a son who was just twisted. He was obsessive over slasher movies and always wanted me to talk about shit that happened during my time serving in Vietnam that no normal person would want to hear. He also loved tormenting stray animals. This guy was a whack job. He was 19 at the time and my daughter was 7, but he always wanted to talk to her. He'd strike up conversation with her when she walked home from school. He would talk over the fence at her when she was playing in the back. But what really set me off was when he called our house looking to speak to her. That was it. I went over and flipped shit at him and his parents. Told him to stay the hell away from her and I'd better not ever see him again. That's when things got weird. My daughter was always a little imaginative and paranoid. She would think there were monsters under her bed and whatnot, so when she told me there was something living in her closet and she was too scared to get up and tell us at night, but it wasn't there in the daytime, we blew it off as no big deal. A few weeks went by and one night my wife and daughter were staying at my mother's for a girls' night. So I turned the key on the HBO box and watched me some movies, eventually falling asleep downstairs. At around 2 a.m., I get a call from my neighbor with a creepy son telling me something along the lines of, "We saw that you were up, so we called. Our son is missing. I went by his room to use the bathroom and his door was open, which isn't usual, and there was no sign of him. We need help looking for him." The phone...
Okay, we're gonna make a prediction. That kid is in the fucking house. Calling it? I probably am calling it. Who knows?
The call woke me up though. I wasn't up. So I asked why they thought I was. "Oh, we saw you walking around upstairs and the light is on." My blood ran cold as ice. I'd been passed out on the couch and I know no one turned any lights on. I hung up on them, ran outside to my truck to grab my shotgun, but noticed the sheriff pulling up to my neighbor's house by this point. I booked it over and told him there was someone in my house, and now I could see the lights in my daughter's room were on, and there was a silhouette pacing back and forth. When the deputies went in, they found the neighbor boy there waiting in my daughter's room with a nice little setup in her closet. He said he liked to watch her sleep in the moonlight.
Okay, this kid deserves juvie instantly. That kid deserves juvie instantly. Instantly. Like, why? Oh my god, Jesus. Oh my god. Imagine your own daughter. Like, to me, really, if I ever met, like, some kid that have always liked to talk with a daughter of mine or something like that. Like if that would happen, I wouldn't really have a problem with it. I mean, he probably has a crush on her. Who knows? I wouldn't really mind. He's just a little boy. Who knows? But who, he's just a boy. So what could go wrong? I mean, at least like a little boy. Like I'm talking about like fourth grade, fifth grade type of little boy, or maybe third grade. That's always all right. At least in my book. But with some shit happening like that, I wouldn't really make a I wouldn't again. I wouldn't really make like a problem with it at first, but then calling the talk with my daughter. Like it would make, like, don't get me wrong. It would, like, if that would have happened, then okay, then whatever. You can talk to her some shit. It's cool. But if I found that fucking kid that's been spying on her for who knows how long, because most likely it's been weeks, from the context of the story, I would have beat that kid's ass. Because nowadays you don't really know what children are going to do next. Like nowadays, kids that are like very small, like I'm talking about like second grade level kids are cursing out the ass. Because most likely their parents don't really give a shit. They're even pulling dumb shit and some things that could get them killed, or just some really stupid shit. Like I am so done with that. Like, what is wrong with people nowadays? Do even parents even care anymore? Like I know there are parents nowadays that do care for their children, and I'm also talking about the ones that are pretty overprotective, and now like at the time back then, yeah, nobody really liked overprotective parents, but nowadays you can actually understand, because there's been a lot of fucked up shit happening to people nowadays, and I don't blame them. I don't blame overprotective parents for doing some fuck shit just to be safe. I wouldn't be surprised about it, because the world because the world nowadays is as bad as it is, and it's gone pretty bad. And it's just to the point where, like, oh Jesus, no. But anyway, but yeah, again, I would have beat the living hell out of that boy. I would not kill him, but I would at least show him, and I will at least show him the hands. I'm talking about the hands, and he will know to stop fucking around. Like he'll learn. If some other kid would do that shit, if I ever have a daughter, yeah, that would go exactly like that. I would have beat the living hell out of that kid. Because what kind of kid sneaks out of his room and sneaks into your damn house just to get in your daughter's room? I would have beat that kid's ass. I would. Because what kid really does that? What normal kid would do that? But anyway, guys, this was Mr. Nightmare's 10 really creepy true stories. Be sure to check him out. I'll be sure to leave the link to his channel in the description down below, because this guy is absolutely amazing. He's really good. He's almost got like 2 million subscribers, and recently he did. I think the last video I watched of him was his second clown story, like the clown shit that was going on. But still, I really love his videos, and if this video does not get taken down or some shit, hopefully because he does not like reaction videos. That I might do more. Who knows? I might, because I really do love his channel. He makes really good content, and I just love his videos overall. I think but I'm gonna be rarely doing them because again, because with the shit that happened with Blasphemous HD between him and Mr. Nightmare, it's between BHD and Mr. Nightmare, it really does go to show that people reacting to his videos will be nervous. People will be nervous to react to his videos, and that's very disappointing because I would love to see people react to his videos, and it'd be amazing, to see, But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Like the video if y'all enjoyed it, subscribe if y'all want to see more, and comment below what y'all think. Then if y'all are new to the channel and y'all want to see more, be sure to subscribe for more. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see y'all next time. Survivor out.